Peter, well, here to Houghton at the home of the late former President Nelson Mandela, where tributes continue to pour in. Scores of people still coming through this morning. Many did so before they went to work. Others have decided, well, to take the day off, but if they're on holiday, they're taking this as an opportunity to come and lay flowers here to join the rest of the people who've laid so many of these flowers here, tributes to Nelson Mandela. They're bringing their young ones here, but this is where the world's focus is at the moment. But as from tomorrow, a bit of that focus will shift to the FNB Stadium, where thousands of people are expected to gather for the official memorial service of Nelson Mandela. Basically, people will see that as an opportunity to say goodbye to him. Those who cannot make it to Kunu to go and say their last farewell to the former president will see it as an opportunity at the FNB Stadium, where they'll go there and say goodbye and basically thank Nelson Mandela for what he's done. It's also very iconic in the sense that the FNB Stadium is the place where Nelson Mandela made his first speech after being released from prison. Also very iconic in the sense that it was also the place where in 1993 Chris Hani, that was the site of Chris Hani's funeral, the South African Communist Party leader. But basically all that will be taking place. There are also going to be a lot of road closures as well, and to shed a bit more light on that regarding the road closures and what time that's expected to start is the Johannesburg Metro Police Department's Wayne Minnaar, who's going to join me now to shed a bit more light on what should be expected in the next few hours. Wayne, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Wayne, just shed some light on when these road closures are expected in the Soweto area in the run-up to tomorrow's memorial service.
Yes, definitely private vehicles will not be able to get anywhere near the stadium because the road closures will come into effect at midnight and the roads will stay closed until after the memorial service. The roads which are going to be affected will be the Soweto Highway, Nazareth Road and Rancho Road. Now, only because VIPs will be allowed through, we want to encourage people going to the memorial service to make use of public transport. There will be buses, there will be trains, and there will be the park and ride facilities which will be from the Metro Centre in Braamfontein, Duso House, Westgate, and also from Gold Reef City. We also want to encourage people to make use of the trains if they're traveling from as far as anything. There will be trains from Davidton, Larella. There will also be trains from Pretoria, and we want to encourage people to also make use of taxis to the stadium.
Wayne, the world's focus will be on the FNB Stadium tomorrow. Do you have all your systems in place to ensure? I mean, a lot of people will want to get into the FNB Stadium, even though they've highlighted areas where there'll be overflow stadiums where people can go, but everybody wants to be at the main stadium. Do you have all the measures in place to ensure safety? There's no pushing. How many people will you be allowing into the stadium?
Look, we will be allowing as many people as possible into the stadium until it is full. Then we will take people who will not be able to go into the stadium to the viewing areas where they'll be able to view the memorial service on big screens at the Orlando Stadium, Ellis Park Stadium, and also at Dobsonville Stadium. Now, because of the numbers attending the memorial service, there are at least 6 police departments involved here. The SABC, JMPD, Ekurhuleni, Tshwane Metro Police, Ekurhuleni Metro Police, and the Gauteng Traffic Police Service. So we're confident that we've got enough officers on duty and that we've got all the systems in place to be able to have a successful memorial service.
With people rushing to that area, Wayne, when will these road closures start? If somebody's listening and thinking, I need to get home this afternoon, should I avoid those routes? At what time will these roads be closed?
No, look, the roads won't be closed today, but from midnight, exactly midnight, we are going to be closing down all of the roads around the stadium. So private motor vehicles won't be able to get anywhere near the stadium, and we want to emphasize the fact that people will have to use public transport to go to the memorial service tomorrow. There will be trains which will be available from Vereniging, Larella, even Naledi in Soweto, and also from Pretoria. And then we want to also encourage people to use the park and ride facilities, to park their cars, to get onto buses, and then go to the stadium.
Wayne, apart from with the police, I'm sure you're working jointly with the South African Police Service as well. In terms of motorists, what is it that they need to know ahead of that for so many people who want to go? Any other information that you want perhaps to share with the public?
Look, it's just a fact that the private cars won't be able to go anywhere near the stadium. There are going to be so many visitors and heads of state coming in for the memorial service, so we're going to have to reserve parking for VIPs and unfortunately private vehicles won't be allowed through. So everyone going to the memorial service must make use of public transport.
Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Wayne Minnaar from the Johannesburg Metro Police Department saying that as of midnight, roads around the FNB Stadium will be closed in anticipation for the huge memorial service for the late former President Nelson Mandela tomorrow, telling motorists to avoid those areas. Only VIPs will be allowed with their private cars into that area. But basically, we'll continue to monitor the situation here at Houghton as people continue to send tributes to the late president, continuing to bring flowers. As you can see here behind me, some of the people are already on holiday, especially students who continue to bring flowers here. Well, let me link now to my colleague Lucanyo Kalata, who is in Cape Town. Lucanyo.
Criselda, thank you very much.